boys.
Yes,
Cheers.
What
My
is this?
beer, I've just finished it.
John was a bit thirsty. Yeah.
Won a game in Cardiff.
Yeah, fantastic.
Who thought we would ever be saying that?
Where are we, man?
We're at the Leadwood Safari Camp, Dinokeng Game Reserve, in the middle of the bush, Big 5 territory. So we're sitting now in the middle of the bush, so anything could happen.
There are no fences around us.
No.
And you said there were some Mozambique spitting cobras.
Yeah. Fezzy.
We don't want to run into any of those.
No.
Or lions.
Or lions.
Something of that
Lions and
nature.
tigers,
Fruit
bears,
Black rhinos.
Yeah.
Fruit bats.
orangutans.
Orangutans.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But about the game?
Yes. So why did they open the roof?
No, I don't know.
Was it on purpose? Was it like
Yeah.
let's have a leveler?
Well, I would think it would be on purpose.
Yeah.
Unless they didn't watch the weather report.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's the weather report is the same thing every day. It seems.
Yeah,
Rain.
pretty much.
Also, it sort of makes sense that they would leave it open on purpose, given the shenanigans at the hotel. Where they were setting off the fire alarm at like 4 o'clock in the morning, making the Springbok get out of
what
bed.
is that about?
And then again at 7.
Yeah, no. It sounds just like they're trying these little tricks. Fair enough.
Maybe it was just like coincidence.
And the streaker.
Could be
The
coincidence.
streaker was there.
That's calm. That could be calmer, the
Yes.
streaker.
Yeah, we planted him
Or
there.
maybe it was one of our agents.
They're going to blame
Agent
Rusty Rasmus
Bastard.
for that, I promise
He
you.
wasn't wearing a Springbok jersey though.
That doesn't mean anything. You see, he's an agent.
I looked at his haircut. I'm
He
pretty
looks
sure he was
Welsh.
from Wales.
Yeah.
He was very white.
He's
Yeah,
very
no,
pale, yeah.
He was living the dream
Yeah.
out on the pitch there.
Anyway, yeah, just so happy to win there.
Yeah.
I feel so relieved. I slept so well.
Yes.
Just any points margin, I'm happy that we won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting first half with one scrum.
Yeah, that's weird.
And the ref blew one line out where he said that they pushed before our player hit the ground, and then he left all the rest, and they kept on doing exactly the same thing.
Especially after the warning.
Yes.
So he gave a warning for the previous infringements to the
Yes.
Welsh, and then immediately they pushed early again, but he didn't
Yeah.
call it. So that was strange.
Yeah, they're going to do it until the ref blows it.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. You can't even blame the Welsh there. That's actually the ref not picking that
Yeah.
up. But that changed in the second half.
Yeah.
Apparently, I heard. Well, they said after the game, they said that Siya Kolisi had a big talk to the ref, and the ref went to the Welsh team and said, "You have to wait till the player hits the ground before you do it." And it didn't happen again in the second half. So, from that perspective, it was well managed in the second half.
Yeah.
And we have to give credit, before I forget to say that, to the way that the Welsh counter-mauled us.
Yes.
Yeah.
They split us.
They managed to split our maul every time, so they did a lot of homework there, and you got to give them a lot of credit. It was a very tight game, so in that area they managed that extremely well, to completely nullify our mauls.
Yeah, it was frustrating, but it was fair and square.
Yeah.
You know.
And on the point of crediting Wales, their defence was good.
Yes, defence was very good. They took the opportunities. Every time they had a kickable opportunity, they kicked it, and they kept the scoreboard ticking over while we went for the lineouts, and we didn't score tries from going for the line after a while.
Their defence was good, but our attack wasn't worrying anybody.
Wasn't worrying
Except for when Damien de Lende sliced through them and Francois Steyn.
Yeah.
Those were the two big moments.
Yeah, and Kobus Reinach, actually we had a few.
Reinach, he had a nice little run around.
Line breaks. Lekanyu who should have passed to Mapimpi. We all said it looked very similar to the try that we scored in the World Cup final.
Yes.
We should have passed it the minute he got it. It should have passed it, and Mapimpi would have been gone.
If one or two of those passes went, that would have been a very different scoreline.
Yeah.
It would have got quite out of control there for Wales, I think, because we definitely, even though our attack wasn't brilliant, it was definitely much better than theirs.
Yes.
Their attack is basically non-existent.
Funny enough, on that point, like under Gatland, you had to just be more patient than them, and it seemed like if we could have just had a little bit more of a looser game plan, perhaps we could have pulled away. I mean, as soon as Frans Steyn took it to the line,
Yes.
and it opened up a little bit, it looked like we looked like the stronger team.
Yeah, maybe we played it too conservative. We
Yes.
could have been a little bit more expansive if
Yeah.
you think of it like that, because Siya Kolisi also took the line on and he had an overlap and he didn't pass. Kobus Reinach cut inside by way too much. He should have trusted the guys on the outside and passed, and that was a try opportunity. So there could have been a few more tries. Plus, there was the try that was disallowed afterwards, and we've subsequently seen that Lekanyo pulled a couple of the guys back and retreated. Only guy that didn't retreat that much was Franco Mostert, but he definitely gave 1 or 2 steps back, and the rest of the guys were behind the kicker, and then Eben Etzebeth got the ball and put Mapimpi away. It almost felt like the TMO and the line judges, the assistant referees, didn't really take the time to properly look if guys retreated.
That's one way of saying it. One way of saying it is that they didn't want to take the time to look at it properly. They made their minds up. They were going to find an opportunity or a reason not to give that try. Felt like that was really what they were trying to do there, because anyway, we won in the end, but if we hadn't, that would have upset a lot of people.
We come back to the thing where are there any repercussions to these decisions and stuff? We don't want to carry on about it again, but we carry on about it because it keeps happening. And not only to us,
in every game,
in lots of games.
Anyway, it was a relatively tight game, arm wrestle, but I didn't feel like we were going to lose that game.
No.
I didn't feel like we were getting put under enough pressure. If they had gone into half-time 6 points clear and then knocked a 3 over, straight off the bat, then I felt then maybe we'd have been under pressure. But we were always in touch, and it looked like we were going to score at some point.
Yes.
That Moorlover try was phenomenal.
Fantastic. Second half, Johan, scrum domination, 6 or 7 scrums.
Absolutely. Like in the first half, it was 1 scrum.
Yes.
1 scrum, and I actually felt that we perhaps took off the front row too soon, because they as soon as we started scrumming, then they
only had 1 scrum.
They actually looked good. But maybe they were a bit tired.
Maybe it was with Oxenchair
being on a yellow.
I think the front rows practice together. I don't think they mix it, match it in practice. I think those 3 are a unit and the other 3 are a unit. That's the way they practiced for a week. And then we got we got 6 penalties out of the 7 scrums that we had. So that obviously changed the games, together with them not pushing before we hit the ground at the lineouts, also made a big difference.
Reinach definitely looked better than Janchis, I would say. The thing is, he's also had a lot more game time. I'm happy that Janchis got a run. He's a quality player, but
I like Janchis, but he's kicking. There were a few kicks where he didn't kick it far enough.
He needs to practice. If that's your game plan, that's maybe why he doesn't start often, because maybe he's just not good enough in terms of some of the things we need to do in the game.
But
game plan.
He'll get there. What is he, 22?
He's a good player. Jesse Creel was absolutely nowhere.
He's
completely hopeless. But that's also playing out of position, and he hasn't played any rugby.
Match time. He hasn't had any match time. Not even for a province or for anything. He's been in the group for so long, and he hasn't had game time.
But Lekanyo has left him behind. And what I'm saying is, when Jesse Creel had all the game time, he didn't look like Lekanyo.
No, Lekanyo is the real deal.
Lekanyo, barring 1 or 2 times when he should have made that quick pass, that could have put away Mapimpi. He just, he's just he's.
And
Frans Steyn had a massive game.
And then Frans Steyn.
Quagga Smith had a massive game.
Quagga, he really stamped his authority.
He's sort of solidifying his position, I think.
It's difficult.
Obviously, with Peter Steff not being there, that he looks like the guy.
Can we chat about it almost seems like Wales is now on the decline. Like it's I feel a bit sorry for them. Like, I like beating them, I love it, but I felt sorry for them last weekend against the All Blacks. They're a proud rugby nation.
Yes, they've got a lot of injuries.
To see them hammered like that
and stuff like that. But look, they had a golden era, and often when a few guys retire or 1 or 2 things change, then you can go into a bit of a lull.
They definitely get 10 out of 10 for their vibe at their stadium.
Yes, no, that was amazing.
That must have been so amazing to be there.
Even the interviews after the game, like 15 minutes after the game,
still people singing.
No, that part,
that's amazing.
It's their number 1 sport in Wales, so we actually love playing them because it's always a massive contest.
Yeah, I enjoy playing the Welsh. I think for me, what I'm starting to get a bit worried about is that our players, particularly of Type 5, are looking very tired. Very tired. I mean, it looks like Eben is giving everything, but he's gradually losing energy towards the end of the season. And Leadwood definitely has got nothing left in the tank. I'm just very worried that we're gonna pull through these tight wins, and then we're gonna play England, and we're gonna have to pick ourselves up. Because our energy levels are down.
It's a long season.
I mean, Marks is about the only guy that looks like he's still got a hell of a lot of energy.
Yeah, that's because he's been
He also
rotated.
played well.
Yeah,
He's
Marks
been
is
on the
Marks
bench.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Even Dwayne's looking a little bit tired.
Ellis Jenkins was lively for Wales.
He looks,
was a nuisance.
it was a nice comeback for him.
Yeah. It was a positive. Dan Bigger always looks good. But
And Thomas, what's his surname?
Williams, the scrum.
The scrummy,
He
he had a good game, I thought. That centre of theirs had a nice break.
Yeah. No, they're always a passionate country, passionate.
Who's next
team.
on the list?
Scotland. Yeah.
We should not lose that game.
No.
That should be really an easy win.
Just don't jinx us.
No, I know that.
Actually, they're playing Australia right now, aren't they? Well, they just played them.
Yes.
Scotland.
Yeah. Well, now sometime. Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to
gorgeous,
eat my
man.
words here, but I think Australia's going to demolish them.
Yeah.
Australia have a very
I can look
high,
now.
I mean, maybe that's just because we lost them, but they've got a quality side.
Yeah, they're building nicely. They lost Quade Cooper. He didn't
Yeah,
go
he didn't
tour
go
with them.
along.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave everything on the field for 2 more games. Please, let's win all our games.
Yeah.
Especially against England. Come on, Oaks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's absolutely fantastic out here. We had a nice shower and still a lot of dark clouds in the background. The sun's coming out. It's becoming quite hot
That's
now.
proper
Sun's
hot.
out, guns
The
out.
African
No,
bush.
no. Sun's out, boobs
So
out.
we might have another swim quickly at Leadwood Safari
goof.
Camp.
All right.
Cheers,
Cheers.
Oaks.
Cheers. I'll just do that.
Go Bokke.